when your body and mind connect, and I think this is the only time I've ever done this,
Okay.
you become a cyborg. I end up running 20 miles at about a 10, 15 mile and get done with that race. I did 101 miles in 19 hours and 6 minutes. And to this day, and I don't detail it well with you, but in the book I do, I learned more from that 19 hours and 6 minutes than I did in all 3 Hell Weeks, Ranger School, and this is months. Ranger School is 60-something days. Hell Week and all the buds is 6 months. I was in buds for like 18 months. You know, I went through Delta Force selection twice, you know, pull-up records. I learned more in that one race that I wasn't prepared for. That 19 hours brought me from utter misery, happiness, failure, success, depression. I went through every fucking emotion in the world in 19 hours. And you should hear how the race ended. Then I really took a shit on myself. Like, I got in that blue chair when the race ended, and I literally, it just was over. I was in the worst shape of my life. I got in the tub, and they put the shower, or she put the shower on me. The showers hit me as I'm laying in the tub in the fetal position. And what came out of me looked like dirt as I'm peeing. It's not even blood. This is dark brown dirt. And I'm sitting there, and she calls my mom, and my mom has a doctor friend over her house. And this guy's one of the best doctors in the country. And he's like, you need to get him to the doctor now.
No.
So what I'm about to tell you is gonna fuck you up. So I'm sitting there, and I think I'm gonna die. And worst shape of my life. And I'm in this tub, and I'm jackhammering, and I have this hot water hitting me, and I'm literally in the worst pain. My shins, my feet, I'm broken. And I'm just sitting, I'm cramping up. And she said, we gotta get you to the doctor. You know, your mom's worried, I'm worried about, like, we've never seen this before in my life. And I go, I'm not going anywhere. I wanna sit here and enjoy this pain. And I know the listeners hearing this are gonna say, man, you're a fucking nut. No, I'm not. What I got a chance to experience in that 19 hours and 6 minutes of my life was something I didn't want any painkillers. This was proof positive. What I was feeling is what I just did. I did something without training, without coaching, without a cheering staff, without any knowledge. I took a raw human being with no training whatsoever, put him out in a condition, and just through this alone, got through it.
Amazing.
And I sat there and I was like, it was the best feeling I've ever had and will ever have in my entire, I was in the worst pain in my life, and it was the best feeling I ever had in my life. Not because of the pain I was in, but the pain was confirmation of, my God, did I just do that?
Wow.
And I had completed Hell Weeks, but that right there was like, don't take this from me.
Man.
And it was confirmation, proof positive that this young kid that came from shit, that wasn't shit, that lied and cheated I was now the truth.
God.
I was now the truth. I was a Navy SEAL. I went through Army Ranger School as honor man. I went through all this shit. I was truth. I became truth. There was no more lie. And what's funny about all that,
man, David,
is the people in my life who were in my life when I was bad, and I call it bad when bad. I had a fucked up way to go, man. They're still out there, and they know what the fuck I'm saying. I ain't gonna drop names on them. They want to take me back there. They're mad that I'm here.
Yes.
They want to still make me out to be what I was.
Right, right.
They don't like the fact that they're still where the fuck they're at.
That's right.
They hate that. So on this journey in life, there's a lot of people who are fucked up right now. On the journey, there's always be that motherfucker in the sewer you came from that's grabbing at your fucking ankle as you're leaving that sewer, that's when it drags you right the fuck back down because you figured it out. They're not willing to figure it out. There's not much to figure out. The only thing to figure out is this. And everybody has a different equation. My equation is different than yours. My equation was very different than most people's. And it's not about being sadistic. It was just about that right there was kind of like the moment of my life where I realized I don't like to say that I've arrived because you never want to have that I've arrived mentality because you stop. But that was the moment that I realized that I was the truth.
Man. I've done a lot of shows, but I don't go back and watch them that much. You know, I'll watch them a couple times when we do them. I'll go back and watch and listen to this last 10 or 15 minutes of We Talked About several hundred times. That's the most incredible thing I've heard. I'll just tell you straight up. That's the most incredible, beautiful, magnificent thing I've heard since I've been doing the show. Thank you for that.
I appreciate that.
I want to, that's just silly, crazy, awesome. I want to finish on a light note.
Okay.
I was saving this for the end because it's just ironic. So I'm a Rocky fan.
Oh.
But this is going to trip you out. I actually got chills. I was reading about you and prepping because I've known about you for a long time. And like, I got to have something in common with this dude, right? I got to have something in common with him. And so Sly's a friend of mine too now, which is really weird. But I'm a Rocky fan, but I'm really a Rocky 1 fan. But not only am I a Rocky 1 fan, I've watched the 14th round.
Oh my God.
See?
Dude. Now my chills are coming.
Yeah, I've watched the 14th round of the Rocky 1 movie. I'll venture to say, I can't count them, but it's got to be more than 1,000 times in my life.
Easy.
And so when I was a little boy and all the turmoil in my life and the dysfunction in my family and the things I wanted to achieve, I learned to visualize in my life by watching Rocky. That was my visualization. The fitness part, the training, the overcoming stuff. There's just this little part of me that's like a little mini Rocky in there. It's why I love working out. And for me, it was the way he would take punishment. It's at the end of the 14th when he goes, cut me, Mick, and Mick cuts him, right? So they're gonna think we're both just crazy. But what have you watched that a couple times? And what did it do for you? I just wanna finish on this because like, this taught me to visualize and dream. My family's not like yours, but there's no dreaming or visualizations or motivation or go do something special. There was nothing like that in my house. I had Rocky, and mainly Rocky 1. I love them all, but like the Rocky 3 running on the beach scene, all that. But Rocky 1, 14th round, at least 1,000 times. What about you?
No shit, at least 20,000 times. Why is that?
Yes.
I've dissected that 2 minutes and some seconds, 2 minutes and 13, 14, 15 seconds, at least 20,000 times. When I did the pull-up record, and I finally broke it.
Took you 3 times.
Yep, did 4,030 in 17 hours. I listened to one song for 17 hours, and it was going the distance. Oh my God. 2 minutes and 13, something, 14 seconds.
On a loop.
On a loop. But first, this guy named Nandor, he kept playing out loud for everybody. And I brought my own little iPad. I don't ever listen to music. But I was failing so many times at this record, I had to go to that place. So I said, you know what, I don't want to bore you all anymore with this same song, because I had a crew of people there filming it, you know, because it had to be documented. So I didn't want them to be there for 17 hours listening to the same song, kind of it boring. So I put it in my ears, listened the whole time. But I'm gonna go a step further. In that round, when Rocky gets knocked down, and Mickey's saying, stay down, and he's getting up, Apollo Creed thinks that he knocked him out. So I have this thing called taking souls, okay? And when you see Apollo Creed turns around, arms in the air, I fucking got him. Do you see when he turns around and he sees, because Apollo Creed knows I was fucking this dude up.
Yep.
He kept coming after me, and I finally knocked him down. When he turns around and looks at Rocky and he says, and watches him get up, and Rocky gets his gloves and motions him to come to him, Apollo puts his head down and just goes like this. It's not so much Rocky getting up, That's big for me. Apollo Creed's face became every motherfucker that verbally and non-verbally looked at me, because you know that look they give you when you think that, you know, they may not tell you you're a piece of shit and you're nobody, but they look at you almost like, you poor thing. I got them all. I got them all on that, you know, that little wheel you have with everybody's name on it and phone numbers and shit. I got them all in that motherfucker in my head. And I spin that bitch every motherfucking day. And I know right now, whether you hate me, love me, I'm a fucking dick, I'm a this, I'm a that, whatever you want to think, I made it. And I know all of you motherfuckers are looking just like Apollo Creed did, because I just kept getting the fuck up. And all I wanted people to do in my life, I don't care about the fucking money, I don't care about the fucking fame, I don't care if all my followers go away tomorrow. I wanted a lot of people that doubted me to look like Apollo Creed did in that 14th round, because I got back up repeatedly. And when you keep on getting back up like that, no matter how strong the person is that's beating the shit out of you, they eventually look at you and say, you know what, I'm tired. And I just want people to be tired. Just be tired. I want to make you tired because I just continue. So that's what that movie did to me. That movie changed how I looked at life.
Me too.
It did.
Me too. I'm blown away because the part of the scene, thank you, the part of the scene, anybody that knows me real well, all my life I wanted people to give me that. He gives them that, like, what are you? What the hell? And I wanted, whether it was a coach or dudes I grew up with or whatever it was, at point, just go, what are you?
That's it.
And I gotta tell you, I don't do that with a lot of people. I do that with you.
I appreciate
and I
that.
have a tremendous amount of respect for you.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to know you now.
Well, I really appreciate that. And I didn't want to win. I still don't want to win for some reason. I don't care about winning. For some, I just want to go the distance. Yeah. And that's a true story, man. And so it's a powerful movie, man. But thank you for your kind words and what you said. I'm very humbled by that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next thing is for you. And I really am, because this is nowhere near the distance.
Right.
You're nowhere near, right? And so I'm really excited. If I can ever help with any of it, I'm certainly here for you as a friend.
I appreciate it, man. I'm a big faith believer, man. Even though people look at my mouth and say, how can you believe in God? I'm sorry, man. We live on earth. And sometimes life is fucking hard.
Sure is.
It don't mean you don't believe in shit. But I know for a fact, as fucked up as my life has been, to be where I'm at today, there's obviously more. I'm obviously a fucking messenger of some sort, because I don't fit the mold, man. I'm obviously a messenger, so.
All your life's been preparing you for this moment. I'm excited for the next one.
I believe that.
Thank you for today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Pleasure
you. Pleasure
meeting you.
Thank you.
Everybody, I don't have any words. You heard it or saw it, and so I know your life was moved. You know, all I ask you to do is share this show with somebody that you care about, somebody you believe in, somebody that you want to see win. Reminder every day, on Instagram, we run the Max Out 2-minute drill. You get a chance to engage with me. There's 3 ways to win. You make a comment on a post, you make a comment on a comment, or you post it. You make a comment at any time of day. You win coaching calls with me, my guests, ride on the jet, gear, tickets to see me speak, whatever you want. I want to engage with you closer. Please do that. God bless you, and continue to max out your life. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. If you'd like more, click the videos right here. They're exactly what you need to see next. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and become a part of the Max Out community. And tell me what you think about the videos in the comments below. I read all of them every week, and I select winners that get all kinds of prizes, gear, coaching calls with me. Make a comment.